everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Wah, set on the one and only Brobner. And we have a super special battle report for you today. And I have to admit, it's not actually a very friendly one because today we're running stinky ass tournament lists. And that means that we're foregoing the pleasantries and instead engaging in the pugilistic nature of competitive. 40k game. Yeah, that's not going to be nice. It's two big armies smashing faces against each other. It's going to be the Votann versus the Death Guard.
I'm quite little. We're dwarves. and in physical height as well. And other things.
Let's go meet the thieves. So here we are with Beanie's 1,250 points, or thereabouts, of Votann. This is the tournament list that he is taking to King in the North. Which is coming up very soon in January. So let's meet the very stunty but quite swear word team.
Yes, so my HQ this year is going to be two Einherjar champions. The one with a helmet has the Wayfarer's Grace enhancement, which means if he dies on a 2-up, he comes back to life with full wounds, ready to murder. Now tell them what happens every time.
Okay, I was about to say, you say what happens to them every time you try to do that because you roll many a one. Has it ever actually worked?
Not once.
Amazing.
I don't know what the stats would be in, I think it's been about 10 games I've run it, and never once have I rolled more than a 1.
So I tell you what, people watching this bit right here, put down below, put a bet on, yes or no, will Beanie roll a 1 when this kicks in, if indeed it does.
Yeah, it's a cert. Then there is a Carl in between them who has the long list ability, which allows him to, if his unit kills a unit and he can see another one, he can pass over a judgment token that was on that unit, try to keep him flowing a bit more, maybe do a bit more murder to you guys. He's got his regular axe and his Volkite.
Cool.
Then to the right of the HQs are two 10-man squads of the Hearthkin Warriors. They are pretty WYSIWYG in terms of their weaponry. In one of them, I've got a auto rifle and a magma rail. Now the auto rifle is fantastic because if you're within 12 inches, it shoots up 6 shots at strength 6 minus 1 damage. Really, very, like you look at it, it's only a whittle gun, but it just
potent.
Yeah, it really kicks out the shots. And then behind that, we've got one where they're using the iron blasters, even though I don't think they're very good. And that has a missile launcher in it and one of the plasma beamers, which is basically a plasma gun that has sustained hits D3.
Very good.
So you get that 6, potential 4 shots.
Nice.
Then the meat and potatoes of the list is the 2 squads of Hearthguard just Hearthguard, yeah, that's what they're called. I was mixing up units there. They're pretty much the same, except one of them has a hammer and the other one just has all fists.
Yep.
Now, we would have had a hammer, but I bought them on eBay while they weren't very good for like £16, so someone else had built them for me, which was fantastic.
Thanks, random person, for screwing Beanie out of potential victory. If it comes down to that, you're going to be like, damn you, eBay, man!
It's okay, I know where he lives, I'll send him many bags of poo.
Amazing. So we've got devastating wounds aplenty with these guys.
Yeah, because they've got the Volkite guns, which means that each of them is throwing out 15 shots that potentially devastating wounds. And with some of the strats that I have with the Oathbound Pact, I can make that more of a dead cert in terms of getting like sustained hits 2 to get more shots, etc, etc. Right, behind them is 2 squads of 3 Hearthkin Pioneers. They will be zipping up the board and dying immediately, as they do in every game I ever play them. I've never once figured out how to not get them killed immediately, but that's how they roll.
Yep.
Then on the left is my dedicated transport, the Sagittar, who today I'm running for the first time ever the High Las Beam. I thought I'd give it a go because it potentially can throw out 8 shots if you get, because it's sustained hits D3 Las Cannon. It's ridiculously good if it goes right, and I've never run it before, so thought I'd see what it's like today. And then to round out the list, we have the the Hecaton Land Fortress with. I'm running it today with all bolt cannons. It's got the auto cannon on its bottom. It's got a pan-spectral scanner, so you don't get any cover against it. And I'm just going to stick to the heavy magma rail. And everybody tells me to run the conversion beamer.
No, I love the magma rail because when it hits, it's beefy D6 plus 6, isn't it?
It is D6 plus 6.
It's amazing.
But the other one, you get 2 shots.
Yeah.
but it's got, again, sustained hits D3, and it's strength 12 minus 3, 4 damage.
Oh, that's still good. That is good. But still, this one is just funnier.
Yeah, and it's what I've modelled it with, and you know I don't like not playing WYSIWYG, because then I have to remember what's not WYSIWYG, and that's way too hard for my tiny brain to figure out. And now just to let everybody know that this is 1,250 points on the nose.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes.
good stuff. But unfortunately, my friend, I too am 1,250 points on the nose, so we'll have to actually play a game to figure out who's the victor. But let's go meet my Death Guard. So here we are in Nurgle's Garden of Love, which is the paint scheme that I've decided to go for with these. They are murky, they are horrible, but they've got lots of fresh flowers and beautiful bouquets of colour and stank, my friends.
You really uplifted the paint scheme, because I loved it before, but I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, at least now it's just like, oh, that's cool, it's got a little bouquet. Especially Typhus, who is rocking all of the flowers over here, and he is my warlord today, because for the points, why wouldn't I run him in a tournament
the best
list?
character in all of 40k for the points, I would say. He's a plague caster, and a Lord of Contagion, and a bit sexier to boot on top.
I just love the model as well. It's very cool. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the Man Reaper that he's got there is a pretty horrifying thing in combat as well. So he's got 6 of his deadly Death Shroud bodyguard with him, who give him a cool benefit of, if he's being shot with a higher strength weapon than his toughness, subtract 1 from the wound roll. Then I've got 10 Poxwalkers over here to hold the back line, shuffle around and just sneeze and cough and fart. I've got 2 10-man squads of Plague Marines, and they are kitted out with a frankly sickening amount of special weaponry, because I too had my mind blown that you can take 2 blight launchers, 2 special weapons, in this case plasma guns, and 2 plague spewers in each of these groups here, and a heavy weapon, and plague knives on all of the boys here, and bubotic. It's just like, okay then, for 180 points, yeah, let's give it a go. Twice over, death reheated.
Are they the example of why we need war gear costs back in the game? Because
I would say so, because if I had to pay 3 or 5 points for every additional thing right here, you probably have priced yourself out of the game. Because if I'm putting them both into these rhinos, and rhinos obviously have a firing deck of 2, so that means if I get closer,
plasma.
Yeah, well, it's either 2 plasma shots at something heavy, or 2 of the plague spewers just firing out heavy flamers as it rolls up the field.
2d6 flamers just, well, spewing.
-1 and ignores cover. So it's just like, okay then, yeah, let's give it a go. So I've got 2 squads of them that are going to be jumping in those 2 rhinos. I've got a, oh, this is the thing. I've got
Biologist Putrefier
and then something malignant plague something.
Is it a foul blight spawn? Is he the one who gobs on people?
Yeah. So I just call them like Stinky and Mr. Sneezy over here. He's got a heavy sneezer over there, which is 2 damage a pop when it comes in. And also he's got these guys between them have got the ability to give the group that they're with fights first. But they also give the grenade stratagem for free once per game, I believe. And also, it means that all of their weapons, all of them have lethal hits, and also crits on 5s to hit. Nasty.
Just a dick, aren't you?
Nasty. I mean, like I say, this is a nasty list, man. This is as nasty a list as I could make, because, you know what, I do want to place fairly highly, as you do with your one here. So we are trying tactics that don't necessarily feel super friendly, but that's just the name of the game in this time around. And we've got 2 Predator
Annihilators.
Annihilators. I knew I was going to get it wrong. I pointed at Beanie to remind me. 2 Annihilators at the back here. Kitted out with 3 las cannons, technically 4, but this one here is twin linked on the top. And yeah, they're going to be kicking out some anti-vehicle damage for me, hopefully. And I am running with the index detachment, so I do get sticky objectives and access to a surprisingly good amount of stratagems, like AP +1, minusing 1 from the damaging, and also just lots of other really stinky abilities, really. The only downside to this army is they have a significant lack of movement. Obviously 4-inch move on these guys here, 5-inch for the base over here, and if the transports go, getting them around the board is going to be very, very tough. But speaking of the board, let's see where we're playing today and what we're playing on.
I'm not exactly fast.
No, it's very true.
Baby
very
legs
true.
over here.
So here we are on another ruined sector of Brobnar, and we have 6 objectives in play today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 over
Good counting.
here. I know, I really struggled for a second there. So what we're going to do is play take and hold. So at the beginning of your command phase, you count up how many you're holding, your opponent's holding. It's 5 holding 1, 10 holding 2, 15 if you hold more than your opponent. And we're going to be rolling at the beginning of the battle round for multi-ball, because one of these is going to be worth double points as well. So we'll be able to give them an extra 5 points if you hold that. That is what we're playing on and what we're doing, nice and simple. Now let's go kick each other's faces in as we head into deployment. Crystals. So here we are, and as I always say when there's vehicles in shot, welcome to Caesar's parking lot, which is a reference to an OSW wrestling video where they were, the WWF, were saying that they were doing a show in Caesar's Palace, but it turned out that they were doing it in Caesar's parking lot because they couldn't actually get the venue. Hence the joke. Now you know it isn't funny, but it's funny to me, and that's why I say it every time.
I just never thought to ask. Honestly, I just thought that was something you'd like to say.
Oh, no, there we go. So I have dropped all of my boys here. I've got 2 squads in the Plague Marines into the Rhinos over here, and they're ready to push forward in turn in and do lovely little, like, little synchronized driving. One going one way, one going the other. Got 2 Predators, which means that I can legally say that I have an armored fist of chaos. And I have 1 squad of Poxwalkers on the objective over there. And then Typhus and his boys are in the sky, floating and looking menacing. Over here, Beanie has got the Hearthgame Pioneers Squad In and Squad Die over there, so they get their pre-game move in a minute. We have the Hecaton Land Fortress in the middle. We have 1 big squad of Hearthkin Warriors, yes?
Yes.
And then we've got another group that was split into 5. So they've got 5 guys there, and the other 5 are in the Sagittar. And we've got 1 squad of Hearthguard.
Yes, Hearthguard.
Yes, Hearthguard. They are in that Hecaton Land Fortress, and the other are also in the sky, floating menacingly. Phew, I got through that. Well, sweating buckets by the end of that.
Thanks to the way that you've deployed,
Yes.
I can't put my judgment tokens exactly where I wanted to.
Oh, okay. So dole them out, my friend. Do you have to be able to see them?
No.
Yeah, chuck one on Typhus then.
Well, no, because don't think you can. Let me check the rules, but I'm pretty sure I can't put them on if they're in the sky.
Ah, boo and or earned, my friend.
You don't mean that at all.
Does that mean that if you put it on the Rhino, it doesn't apply to the Plague Marine squad inside it?
Oh, it just says, at the start of the battle, select a number of units from your opponent's army, depending on the battle size. Each of them start. So that would suggest to me that...
I say that if you didn't say that you need to see them, not visible, I'd say you could put them on there. If we're wrong, let us know. But it's interesting. The wording, yeah, put it on the Plague Marines for sure, because they are
There we
the
are.
crunchy one. That means they get a plus hit to wound, +1 to hit and +1 to wound, correct?
Yes, against
Yeah,
those
that's
units.
pretty gross, because I'm toughness 5, and that was going to get me through a lot of them, but that's going to take it right back down again. So we've already done the roll-off, and I got a 6 and Beanie got a 2, which means we're going to Death Guard, turn in. Let's do it. Well, even though it belies their nature, the Death Guard turn 1 movement was pretty quick, actually. These guys over here, because they all have sticky objectives, and because I'm choosing the Soul Squirm Blight, which is -1 to weapon skill and ballistic skill for my Spread the Sickness Contagion, I also get sticky objectives. So I've stickified this with a lot of goop and or gunk, and I've started to slowly, and I do mean slowly because I rolled a 1
So you mean they
on
pooed
advance.
on it?
They pooed on it, yes. And I rolled a 1 for advance, so I moved over here to try and get closer to the central objective, but they didn't do that well. The Predator, even though it's got the 2 grudgment tokens on, has moved up over here and can now see its target, the Hecaton Land Fortress. The Rhino number 1 is aiming down the line at these guys over here. Rhino number 2, or vice versa, is aiming at no one because this is obscuring terrain and they are all behind that. So
There's a lot of smoke.
Yes, I'm going to have to deal with a lot of the issues there, but this Predator over here can see down the line at the big old butt of the Hecaton Land Fortress. So we move now into the shooting phase, and you know what? I'm going to kick things off with the Rhino over here. Firing deck 2, I'm going to fire 2 plasma guns down the line into those boys over there. I will not supercharge it because they only have 1 wound each, correct? Cool. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. 2 big hits. Strength of is going to be
7
wounding
on
on
5,
3s.
so 3s.
3s again. 1 big wound, -2, I believe.
-3 down to -2.
Ah, there we go.
But they, because of the rampart crest of the Carl, they get a 5 up invuln.
Oh, well, there we go then. And they have not made that one, so 1...
Medipack.
Oh, yeah, the Medipack.
D6.
Ooh,
The opposite.
So first guy to fall, then it is the Plague Combi Bolter. So it is 2 shots from that going into the same target, hitting on 3s. 2 big hits. Now this is going to be winning on 5s. 1 big wound again, AP 0, so you will have a mighty 3-up save because you are in cover. Ooh, that is a 2 medipack. No, another one bites the dust. And then finally, it is the Havoc Launcher for D6 plus Blast would be...
so it would have been at the start, so it would have been D6 plus 2.
D6 plus 2 for a mighty... Ooh, 8 shots. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please, but what was that again? Yeah.
Yeah.
3s to hit on this one here. Oh God, it feels so good to not be shooting like an orc after so many episodes. Then it's going to be winning on 5s again, isn't it? Ooh, no wounds, no wounds.
I'll take it.
No batter, no batter. Right,
nice
okay.
Havoc.
Then it comes to the actual. That's all of the shooting done from them. He can shoot at absolutely no one, so we may as well go into the first of... No, we're going to go into this one over here, because if you do pay for any AP minusing strats, then at least I can choose a different target with this one over here. All of the last cannons, surprisingly, into the Hackathon.
Well, now, since the balanced status slate, if I use Void Armor, it'll only apply against that anyway.
Delicioso. Okay, so are you going to weather the storm and see what happens to him?
Well, I'm going to be getting a minus anyway.
You will indeed.
So I'm still going to be saving on 4s.
I will. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to pay for the rerolls, but I'm going to pay 1 CP to improve the AP of the shots coming in. I'm just going to actually double check to make sure it's not the fight phase, but if I can, I'll boost that to an extra AP.
And then if you do that, then I will play for the Void Armor there to negate that.
Cool. Okay, so we basically just cancelled each other out. I've paid for Ferric Blight, Beanie's paid for Void Armor, which means that it is still just the generic regular minus with +1 to his cover save because of that, so it'll be 4-ups to save. So the first things first, let's fire the big one first. This is the twin-linked one, hitting on 3s. It does hit.
Dead.
Strength 14? Yes.
So toughness 12, so 3's to wound.
It is a big wound, minus...
It'd be -2 now.
A -2, so a 4-up. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. 4-up. Oh, he's made it. And then the 2 regular las cannons coming in. Both miss. No issues there, my friend. Then we may as well go into the other predator that can see him, and now the Void Armor won't be in effect.
Yeah.
So I will be getting you onto a 5-up with these shots. Same again. Oh, actually, I've still got shooting.
Oh, no, but wouldn't there still be cover lines?
Yes, but what I'm saying is that... Oh, yeah, but I didn't pay for the Ferric Blight.
Yeah,
so it's still...
So 4s.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I'm trusting.
I need to do all of the gribbly shooting off of this one. So it's a Havoc Launcher as well for D6 for 1 shot. Hitting on 3s. It hits. It wounds on a 6. It's a 5.
And the 2 heavy bolters?
No, they have been replaced with las cannons.
Oh,
so it's
sorry.
2 las cannons and 1 twin
of course,
las
that's why
cannon.
there was the extra shots.
Yes, and then the 2 Plague Combi Bolter on the top hits once and does not
nearly wound.
Okay, so we move over to the other predator over there. So the first shot hitting on 3s is a big hit.
Soul Shatter Stinky Cannon.
Twin linked. He wounds, indeedy do, he do. Ooh, it's another save. It's another save, and then it's going to be
2 las cannons.
2 las cannons. 1, 2. He hits once.
It was already a 1 and then you knocked it, you jerk.
I think I wound on a 3.
No, it's
so
toughness 12.
Oh, I'm toughness 12 as I'm
Strength 12,
strength
yeah.
12. Yeah, so no damage done on that one there. The Havoc Launcher coming in clutch for 1 shot again. Nurgle not feeling it this morning. Hits. Does he wound? He wounds. AP 0.
2-up.
Ah, dang it. And then the Plague Combi Bolter. 2 big hits. No lethals so far. No wounds coming in. So that is the end of all of my shooting there. A lot of heavy shots, but the thick armor of the Hecaton proved to be just too much. Look at his big ass booty. So that is the end of Death Guard turn 1. We now move into Votann turn 1. So Beanie, tell us what you've done with your turn 1.
I have zoomed, and soon I shall boom.
Ooh.
Yeah, so what I've done, we'll go from what would be the audience's right to
Yep.
left. So the pioneers have jumped up over the barrel and hidden tactically behind this goo factory because I've never once let them live. So I thought this might be nice and they can come out and do something next turn.
Yep.
The Carl has put a judgment token on that rhino because he thinks, look at that rhino, why didn't they scrub it?
Yep.
Screw him.
Yep.
And the rest of the boys have followed up. The Hecaton Land Fortress has zoomed forward and then dropped out its cargo, also known as AKA Human Shield.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this.
Because I know for a fact that there's a lot of stinky men in there that want to come out and punch some face.
Indeed, they
do.
do.
Hopefully that will help be able to weather the storm because they are really tough Terminators.
Yep.
On this side of the board, these chaps have gone, it's really nice here. We love it. The Pioneers are like, hey, if they don't have to die, we don't have to die.
Exactly.
So they've stayed.
Yeah.
And then the Sagittars zoomed on up. ready, willing, and able to shoot some guns.
And we now move into the shooting phase, and where would you like to kick things off?
Okay, so we are going to start with the Sagittor.
Oh, okay, yeah, and it has a multitude of guns, cannons, and the fancy conversion beam that you were talking about
Yes,
before.
the high las. It is very sexy. Now, sadly, there are no judgment tokens on this side of the board, so I do not get that extra +1 to hit.
Yeah, comme ci, comme ça, isn't it?
But it will be the high las beam cannon going into... Oh, the Predator, yeah. Yeah, I'll go into the Predator.
Yep,
because
cool.
It's
the
two
damage,
shots.
The damage punch back he's got is quite severe.
Yeah, so it's two shots hitting on 4s, but it's sustained hits D3.
Which is very nice.
So
indeed.
get a
So look for
6.
those 6s. Ooh. Ooh.
We'll just move on.
Yep, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. What guns?
And now the twin...
Should have converted them into better rolls.
Okay, so now some bolt cannons hitting on 4s.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
So strength 6, so it's going to be 5 to wound, twin linked.
Re-rolling. 1 wound
Take
AP.
that. -1.
Ooh, cover line.
Yeah, I'd say so.
3s. 6.
You didn't do what I asked you to do.
Hey,
mate.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, you did have a bit of a stinky one with your big guns earlier. So what we're going to do, we're going to move on to...
Oh no, this is what I'm worried about so much.
Yeah.
I just know he's going to pop one of these boys entirely.
Yeah, so he is going to put all of his shots into the Predator.
Makes sense. He's standing out in the open, no extra cover lines here, so he's going to be taking the full brunt of that.
Ooh.
Eek and ow.
Oh, but there's that Rhino as well. No. Take out the Predator, because it's a Predator.
Yep.
So, because of the 2 judgment tokens, I will be hitting on a 3 here with the big gun.
No.
CP!
Does it do anything for 6s?
I don't know, I'm too excited.
It's devastating wounds for 6s.
It is devastating wounds, but you never know with the Votann. It could be everything.
It could be sustained hits D6, so devastating wounds D6.
Yeah, so it's devastating wounds and heavy.
Ooh.
So, okay, but it's strength 18.
Oh, that's going to be... I'm toughness.
2s to wound with the +1 to wound.
Am I not toughness 10 with him?
Oh,
No,
it doesn't matter, because I get +1 to wound.
You do indeed. So. Oh, you do indeed. So...
Oh! -4.
Okay, so this is going to be straight onto the no save.
So, D6 + 6.
Oh!
For 11. It might be to hit.
I think that he only has 11. Let's just double check and be right back. Boom! Or should it be more of like a squelch? I don't know with these vehicles. It's a squelch that goes through, then hits the gas tank and then explodes. But is it a deadly demise? Oh, it's not deadly, but it is demised. So the Predator is out of here. See ya. Bye.
So all the other shots wildly fire into the air.
And people in the Rhino are like, oh my god,
That was horrific.
I hated that. But what will the half guard now shoot at?
Well, it's whatever they can hit, really.
Yeah, it's
And I
true.
believe that all their ranges of their guns is basically 18. I'd say that those 2 definitely can't.
Probably the 3 at the front there,
Yeah,
and they are in range.
So all these 3 can
into the Rhino.
definitely hit that.
Nice.
And then, just while I'm here doing the checks,
Because they've got 18 as well, haven't they, with their...
I think so, yeah.
What are they called? Their special beam guns?
the ion beamers, so we've got
first
one,
one.
he can...
Maybe that 3rd one? No,
No.
just the 2.
But then there is also the missile there.
Oh yeah, the high 8, whatever it's called.
Yeah, oh, they're brilliant.
Hit me with the high ball.
Okay, so we will go with the Hearthguard.
Yep.
They will be putting their 9 shots of their Volkite disintegrators.
Now these aren't lethal, but they are devastating.
They are devastating, yes.
And they will be emotionally devastating if they manage to somehow topple my Rhino.
Well, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, for me. Maybe not for you. You might cry. And poo yourself.
1 grudgment token means +1 to hit, so...
+1 to hit, yes, indeed.
Hitting on 3s.
Yes. Well, no, they'll be hitting on 2s.
Is it now? Oh, they hit normally on 3s, do they?
They do. They are the elite of the elite, my friend.
Well, that makes sense. I guess they are their version of Terminators.
So this will be hitting on 2s.
Here we go.
There's the 4 1s.
Yeah, statistically, cool. Strength of?
So it'll be strength 5.
So it will be
5
wounds, yeah.
6s are devastating.
That's what we want to see. And we see 1 devastating wound and 1 regular wound.
So 1 3 up. 2 wounds.
2 wounds taken, so that's going to put him down to 7 wounds remaining, I believe. Nurgle's lucky number. I think they start with 9.
Is it 9 or is it 10? We'll find out now.
I'll double check in a second.
Now it's 3d6 of the grenade.
Yeah, true.
Oh, those hot ones. Ooh. 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 2s.
Ooh. Iranu. Ooh. Sixes?
Sixes?
Yep. But they are also devastating, these?
No,
or not?
no, just the one.
Ian and no AP, I believe.
No AP. So
3. Yes. Okay. Right, okay. Double check with the wound rolls. Be back before we go into your other shooting.
There is also his combi bolter
arm. Do them now, and then I'll double check.
Yes, if you could. So this is 4 shots. It doesn't even have rapid fire. It's just always 4. Hitting on 2s.
Fair play, mate. Fair play.
And then it will be...
no,
you were the one I wanted to get rid of.
6s again?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Still worth a go.
Okay, cool. Right, I'm just going to check my wounds and be right back. It has 8 wounds left, but it's about to get another smattering of shots from the missile launcher and from the Carl and his buddy next to him. So, which one do you shoot first?
So we'll do the Carl, because he'll be hitting on 2s, 3 shots. There's the ones.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, and that will be 5s to wound, 6s are great.
Nice. AP?
0.
3 up save, made.
Okay, and now just find where the thing is. So we are looking for
say 2 shots with this.
Yeah, I'm just looking for because I got 2 squads and.
Yeah, they've got slightly different bits, haven't they?
So we're going to be using the L7.
That's the one. L7, not high 8.
Yeah, you said high 8.
Do you know what? Low 7, high 8. I don't know how my brain works sometimes, mate, but I remember things just close enough that people know what I'm talking about, but nowhere near.
It's like that cat in Adventure Time that can somewhat predict the future, but always gets the details ever so slightly wrong.
I must just be that evolutionary link of the guy who almost communicated well.
Okay, so we will be doing 1 shot of the L7.
Here we go.
Hitting on 3s.
Ooh, it's a big hit.
It'll be wounding on 4s.
Yes, it will.
And that is a 5.
Ooh, that's a big wound. AP?
-2.
Ooh, 5 ups. Not made. How much damage?
D6.
Ooh. Ooh. So we've got 2 wounds left. That is enough for the guy with the tiny little last thing to fire off and kill.
Yep, because sadly the plasma beamer is only 18-inch range.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you ready?
Don't worry, boys. You can make it.
Oh, whoops! I've set these up backwards. Sorry, I set them all up with what are they called? The other guns.
The other guns on the other squad that you've got that is floating around somewhere.
Just having a.
Oh dear me. Will I be able to have? Can it do 2 damage?
No.
Oh, thank God.
But hitting on 3s.
Oh, thank God. Oh my giddy aunt! That was a heavy rocket right to the side and a smattering of fire. That was nay bueno, my friends. But that is the end of your shooting, and I don't believe there's any charging for you to do either.
Unfortunately, no.
Ooh, so shall we move swiftly into my turn 2 before the reality sets in of how much damage you've just done?
I did all right, didn't I?
It's not bad. So we go into my turn 2, and now at the beginning of the battle round, we're going to roll the dice to determine which is the multi-ball. Don't look, and then start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, cool. It's 1. It's here. Oh, that's actually multi-ball up in Beanie's corner, because that will be the first one you see there.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been counting left to right, so that is the multi-ball there. So at the beginning of the command phase, I hold 1, 2 objectives, 3 objectives over here with my 3 big boys.
I hold 2,
so that's going to be 15. Ooh, a good start indeed, and because of the Death Guard rule, sticky, sticky. Gross. Right, let's move into my turn die. Turn 2 movement is over, and I have deployed the sickness. Remember, my contagion range is now 6 inches, so that gives a -1 toughness.
Well, that's like that, isn't it?
Wait,
that's about 6 inches.
Yeah, about that. It's about that. Yeah. So the contagion range is in effect for a few of Beanie's units here that is going to really start stinking up their place. Oh, I actually haven't moved my Plague Marines that are going to move up that will apply.
Well, because this is a tournament game, I won't allow you to do it. Because you said we're in the shooting phase.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! So I've deployed a lot of boys over here. They were all getting out of the rhinos and sludging their way forward. I've kept hold of some objective control here by making sure I've got boys around the point so that Beanie can't deep strike on top of them, including the Poxwalkers who are staying still. And I've even dropped the Predator back so that he can offer fire support but also still be in range to shoot a lot of stuff without being picked off by the Hecaton, which will hopefully be tied up in the coming round. So we now move, after I finish my movement phase, into the shooting phase. Hey my friends, it is time for some shooting, and because I have an absolute unit that is packed to the gills with special weapons, it means we've got a lot of separate dice rolls. So after much discussion, I'm going to do the Plague Spewers and the character this way into that squad there. Everything else going to go into the Terminators over there. So Void Shield, Void Armor, is that going to be paid for anything on these 2 nominated.
So it's only a -1 weapons going into the half kin, right?
-1 on the Plague Spewers, -2 on the character. There is a -1, I believe, on the Blight launchers, and then it's a -2 or 3 for
-3 on the plasma.
On the plasma.
So,
and lethal hits. Lethal hits on a 5. Remember as well, because I got lethal hits on everything.
Okay, I'm gonna play it on the Hearthkin, because I feel those Terminators are going to die no matter what I do.
So is that giving them a 4-up invulnerable, or is it just -1 from the AP?
It's -1 to the AP.
Perfect stuff.
So it'll mean that they'll still be getting their 4-up save.
Good stuff. Right, so we're going to go into the Plague Spewers first, so 2d6 for a mighty 7. Nurgle's lucky number.
Yeah, that's nice.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, and just to let the people at home know, I did my Oathbound pack, so next turn I will be getting a sweet 3 CP for killing a predator.
That is rough stuff. So let's see if I can wound these boys. Ooh, I do wound you. I think that it is strength 4, but it might have anti-infantry 4-up. I'm just going to double check.
What the Plague Spewers?
Okay, so it's actually anti-infantry 2-up, so 4 hits come in, normally -1 down to AP 0, so 4-ups.
Yep.
Ooh, 2 failed, 2 medipacks. Ooh, 1 actually got through, so that is not bad at all. Then we go into the D6 shots from the character. A 5. Ooh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is also anti-infantry 2-up. Ooh, all wounds coming in there.
5,
this is a -2, yes.
This is under -1, so
5
5
ups. Not bad, man, not bad at all. And then you've got your...
These are 2 damage a pop, though, aren't they?
They are 2 damage a pop by.
Okay, right. All right, pop by. Okay, so double 6s, easy.
Yep. Ooh, try it.
Added
6, yep.
So that's 1 guy dead.
Yep. 2. And 3. So 3. Was that 5 in total?
So 5 of them have died in. No, 4 have died in total.
4 have died in total over there to start with. Let's get ready for some Blight launchers. The Blight launchers are up next, hitting on 3.
What sound do they make? Good.
5s are lethals. Ooh, only 1 lethal that comes through. Everything else actually missed. It's no AP on this one because it would normally be 1. 4 up. And you have passed it with gusto. So that is all of the shots from the boys going into that squad. Everything else into the Terminators. And we'll be back with some saucy wounds. So the Plague Bolt Guns went awry doing nothing, but I managed to supercharge and lethal with both of them onto the Terminator. So the AP 3, 2 damage a pop. Putting them onto 5s.
Okay, so we're going to do these one at a time, and I'm going to take it on the Thane, who has a 4-up invul.
Oh,
not the champ, the other
guy. Okay, fair enough.
Did not pay off.
Okay, so 2 damage to him.
Do I want to CP that?
Ooh, you are getting a big bundle coming in, but no CP elsewhere.
Yeah, do it.
CP, yes, so he's made that, so the next one is another 4-up. And that's gone through for 2 damage on that one there.
So Hammer Boy is dead.
So then it's 2 in supercharged. What are they called? 2 6. They're fine, aren't they? Because it's only 1s for
it's 1s,
for hazardous test. Cool. Right. So past the hazardous test there. Plague Bolt Guns done. Blah, blah, blah. I think that's the whole squad done, apart from the Hyper Blight Grenades on this guy here, who again is also going into the Terminators. D6 shots for 3. Not bad. Hitting on 3s, lethals on 5s. Ooh, I hit you with 1 lethal, and I get 1 there. Is that going to wound you, though? 6s on toughness?
So it's toughness 6, and
you're -1 toughness, actually, because you're within 6 inches of my...
But then if you're above if your strength is greater than my toughness, is -1 to...
So -1 on these ones here for the Hyper Blight Grenades, I believe. Oh, absolutely fine, by the skin of your teeth. Okay, so all of their shooting is done. A smattering of damage done over there. Not bad.
I'll get my revenge.
Yeah, the hammer guy's like, I'll get you for this gadget. We might move now into the Rhino, who is spluttering, definitely, but he's still got some gumption. The Plague Bolter...
Is he a minus to hit?
I think he will be. The Plague Bolter and the Havoc Launcher into the squad in front of him. So the Havoc Launcher coming in for a mighty 1-shot. Whoa, hitting on 4s. Whoa, he misses that entirely. Then it goes into the Plague Bolt Gun. Whoa, he misses entirely. Oh my God, he has been rattled. Absolutely rattled here. Beautiful stuff from the boys, but that could have been better. Okay, so over here, the Predator is going to fire down at the Sagittor. So it's 1 shot from the big one on the top, hitting on 3s. Oh, you failed me for the last time. I am going to CP that one just because of the fact that I have some CP to burn. And of course, it's a big old hit. Now, this is 14 on,
10,
not 14, so
threes.
3s, but re-rolling. It doesn't need to. -3 coming in here, -2 because of cover lines,
So
I would say.
5.
It is D6 plus 1. And that is 6 wounds straight away into the Sagittar.
Ah, you poo face.
Then it is the 2 regular las cannons hitting on 3s. Both hit.
Threes.
3s again. Both wound. -3 again.
-2.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Ooh, one's gone through,
So
no CP for you,
no.
so D6 plus 1, and I can re-roll. It's dead.
And does it explode?
Does it explode? Ooh, but deadly escape for
Yes.
these guys here. 5 of them, correct?
Yep, so roll a dice for each, and any one is a mortal wound.
Dead one. You're fine now.
Woo, woo, woo.
Not bad at all, Mr. Predator. Not bad at all. Okay, so we're going to move into the Death Shroud Terminators over here, and we're going to do some classic split fire. The one that can see the boys that have just escaped out there is going to fire his Plague Spurter. Everyone else, which is these 4 that are within range, going to go into the Terminators over here, and Typhus is going to go into the Hecaton Land Fortress with his Eater Plague. Let's just see. Might as well do the Eater Plague first. So let's see if it goes off. It's a 2, so it is D6 mortal wounds rather than just braining himself. D6 mortal wounds for Ian mortal wounds.
Yeah, you a powerhouse, baby.
It was more of a nibble than an Eater Plague this time around. The 4 Plague Spurter gauntlets that can go into your Terminators. Ooh, that's a hefty amount of hits. 11, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll be right back with the wounds. Only a smattering of wounds. Let's see if any of them actually go through. There's AP 0, so it's going to be on 2.
Sorry, tuning.
2 up saves. Yay, one wound. Yeah. And then the 1 other Plague Gauntlet that's going to go into the boy that can see there for a mighty 5 shots. That's not bad. 3, 4, 5. Wounding on 4s. I wound you 2 times, my friend, with that. And that is AP 0 again.
Cover from that.
So 3 up saves. Ooh, both made. No damage taken from the horrendous Death Shroud. What is this? So it looks like it's going to be up to these guys to try and finish the job against them. So we're going to get the 2 Plague Spewers that are in the squad to fire into them first. And that is 10 auto hits.
Saw the 6 and then food.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, anti-infantry 2 up feels good. And that is all of those
8.
wounds, -1, no cover.
Okay, so 8.
8 5s. Whoa! Oh
2
my
dead.
God.
Oh, and they got the medipack with them.
Let's see if they can survive that. Oh my God, only 1 died from that ferocious assault to begin with. Absolutely heinous.
What?
Beautiful stuff. And then it's going to be the Plague Bolt Guns. Hitting on 3s, 6s are great. I get 2 lethals with that and 1 regular hit. And another wound, so 3 wounds coming in. That was fantastic, Bean. So 3 4 up saves for your next lot. Ooh, 1 more potentially dead. I mean, they are hanging around. Then it's going to be the Blight Launchers. 4 shots in total.
Gonna get rid of the big gun.
Nice. Hitting on 3s again, 6s are great. 1 lethal and 2 regular hits. Strength 6 on that, so 3s to wound. That is going to be -1, 2 damage a pop.
With cover.
No cover for you, my friend. How
Okay,
dare you.
so 5s.
That is 2 damage a pop for the Medipack.
Okay. Dead man,
and-
medipack on himself.
No.
Come on, mate, you really should have tried harder when it was your own bones on the line.
And then it feels mean, but we're going to have to put in some plasma rounds into these guys as well. So 2 regular plasma rounds hitting on 3s, 2 huge hits, strength 7, so 3s to wound. 2 huge wounds, -2. That's your boy.
-3.
-3. Does he have a save, an invulnerable?
I don't think Thanes have that anymore, because they used to have a thing that allowed them to have an invulnerable, but I think they took it away, so I'm still talking, still going.
Big
Just waiting.
boo,
Yeah, he has a 4-up invul.
4 invul.
And it failed him miserably.
Yeah. Okay, so that squad has been wiped out. Not bad at all. So that's all of my shooting really done, because nothing else can hit. I might fire everything that the Rhino has into the Hecaton.
Why not?
Just
but,
because.
But just to let you know, that's the current dead pile for me. You have had a nice punch back here.
It has been quite satisfying, to say the least. So now we go into the Rhino, just firing whatever piddles it's got left into the Hecaton, and we're back with some wounds. Okay then, friends, it's time to go into the charge phase. Oh yeah, that did absolutely nothing, by the way. We're going
It's fine.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. So we're going to kick things off with a tasty 9-inch charge from the Death Shroud into the Terminators, who will then hopefully pile into the Hecaton as well. Let's just see if they can do it. 9-inch charge! Ooh, is it worth the reroll here? Because I got nothing else to spend it on. Reroll being spent. And he's in with a 10.
Damn. Wheeze.
Okay, my friends, I am now going to go for another charge over here, but it's not going to be into the Terminators. It's going to be into this squad over here, an 8-inch charge, to see if I can get in against them, because if I can eliminate them, that'd be great. It is an 8-inch, so that means the silent death. It comes for thee. Oh dear, oh dear. I've lost the point, but I am going for...
Don't you have sticky objectives?
If I held it at the beginning of my command phase. Wasn't doing that, unfortunately. No. So I'm going to move these boys up, and then let's get ready to fight. So we're going to start with the Man Reaper Squadron over here, who are going to hopefully decimate all of those bodyguard Halfkin warriors. So it's going to be Typhus going up first with his mastercrafted Man Reaper, hitting on 2s, lethals on 6s.
How do you have a mastercrafted anything in a place of rot?
No. I dropped 2. So I've
Huzzah!
1 lethal hit already. Going to be wounding on 4s because it's normally strength 9 would be 3s, but -1 to wound because of their ability. And only 2 wounds find their mark, but it is -2, so it's going to push you to your 4-up saves. 3 damage a pop. Ooh, both made. Okay, and then it's going to be all of the Man Reapers over here.
Weenie.
I know, he's not done much at the moment.
Weenie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can get into base-to-base contest, so it's going to be 4 guys.
So 24.
Ooh.
Do you want
I'm just going to
do the hits first?
I will be back with the wounds.
Yeah.
So it is this many wounds coming in from the regular guys over here. Again, -2 with their strike profile. So they're all 4s.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, 4s onto these guys here, and I think they're 2 damage apiece.
They are, which is enough to kill them.
A very good roll there, being only 3 go through. So that is only 3 of the Terminators dead, leaving the champ alive.
And one of the boys.
Yes.
Okay, so...
I did not do the damage I needed there. Unfortunately, the -1 to wound really kicked up. Oh no, it would have been... You would have been toughness 4 anyway, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. I should have actually been wounding all 3, shouldn't I? Because they would have been strength 8, you would have been toughness 4, and then it would have been...
A minus.
The minus on top of there. But that's me forgetting my own rules, my friends.
This is how we learn.
This is how the tournament would have gone, and this is my own mistake. So, did not manage to kill them there, but we'll be back. Because now I'm going to remember over here. -1 toughness to all of these guys. All of their attacks going in. And we'll be back with the saves. With the heavy plague weapon taking down 2 men and the remainder being obliterated by the bubotic knives and also the plague knives that are in this group, I managed to tear through the group there, and because I am 3 inches away from this objective, I'm going to move back onto it and claim it for Nurgle. But that's not the end of the combat phase, because now Beanie gets to get his Terminators ready to fight back.
But what did we figure out about how many minuses you're putting on this?
Yes, because of the fact that you are within my contagion range, that means you are a -1 weapon skill, and because Typhus is leading this unit, you're an additional -1 to your hit roll. So one actually degrades the weapon skill, the other does a minus to the hit roll, so they both stack, which means it's a -2 to hit them in melee.
But remember the +1?
Yeah, because of the doodad, D-dad. So that means that you are going to be hitting on a
4.
On a 4. That's still pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's better than kicking the edges.
Okay, so hitting on 4s with the first Terminator.
So, yes, first and only Terminator, so hitting on 4s. He hits once.
Nice. Strength off.
8.
Now, this is going to be a -1 to wound because of their silent bodyguard thing, so that would be...
So it's going to be 4s.
4s, always 4. It's like having transhuman in, again. Okay, then
oh, yeah, transhuman. That was a time.
That was a good time. Now it is time for the smash hammer to come in and do some damage.
Hit on 4s. 3 attacks. He misses with all of them.
Okay, cool. Right, so that's the end of that combat over there.
I think you've forgotten something.
The Hecaton Land Fortress. He fancies a piece. He fancies a
He's going to do it.
Piece.
Like he's probably going to win this entire game for me with this 1 bit of melee because I don't want to freak you out.
But
6 attacks.
6 attacks. That's actually better than most vehicles, to be fair.
And but with the -2 to his weapon skill, this will be hitting on 6s.
Yes, sir. 1 hit. 1 hit. Let's do it. Strength
8, so 4s to wound.
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this AP a lot, I imagine, 2-up save. Oh my god, he's done a wound. He did a wound against the bloody Terminators. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, so that is down to 2 wounds on one of these guys here as he gets absolutely rammed apart by the wheels and chassis of the Hecaton. But that is a battle shock token that's going to be required over there.
Yeah.
And now I'll move these boys back onto the objective, and thus ends my turn, moving into Beanie's turn die. And this is what my boys look like after they have congealed over onto this objective. But at the start of Beanie's turn, he gets 10 points because he is holding, not this one, but the multi-ball over here. So that's worth double points, so he gets an extra 5 for it. So not bad, 15 to 10, it's all to play for. And the Pioneers, they're revving their engines. They don't know what to do. They've made it through to turn 2.
Yeah, they've never done this before.
It.
Right, and now we need to roll for which is the next multi-ball.
Be going into my turn 3, but you might as well do it now, yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then we'll do it at the,
Yes,
we'll do it at
yes,
the right
yes,
time.
yeah. Just to keep you guys up to speed, even though Beanie is going to explain what he's done with his drop-ins of his Terminators, over here, as soon as he fell back, even though he paid 1 CP for a strat of fall back, charge and shoot
Warrior Pride.
Warrior Pride.
Well-ordered retreat. I lied, it wasn't Warrior Pride, that's another thing.
It's okay. I did a Overwatch over here and took out the last Terminator and brought this guy down to 1 wound. I technically killed him, but Beanie spent a CP to re-roll and saved him by the skin of his teeth. Now explain what else you've done with your movement, my friend.
So, my Pioneers have decided that they need to be part of this this game, and it's pie time, I kill some things.
Indeed.
So we're going to be shooting Plague Marines there, on the flank over here, also shooting the Plague Marines, hopefully thin them out. I remembered I have sticky objectives with my halfkin, so they have reluctantly shuffled up for a shoot-off. They are terrified of how this is going to go. And then the big deal is that in your back line, there is a squad of Terminators ready to rumble.
Yep, that's going to suck and or blow. But that's been the movement phase. It is time now for Beanie's shooting phase.
It is.
Unless you want to fall back the Hecaton.
No.
Keep him in there. What a business lad he is. Okay, so time for your shooting phase, mate. And where would you like to kick it off?
So, I am going to start with the Hecaton.
Oh, yeah, shooting into combat.
Yes, because he doesn't have any blast weapons.
He doesn't, but it is a -1 to shoot into combat, -1 to shoot...
You won't be able to get -3 on him.
No, but it means that you don't get your +1 to hit against him, so you'll be at a -2, because it cancels in, cancels out. Your +1 to hit for judgment tokens is cancelled out by shooting into combat, and an additional -1 for my ability being led by Typhus, and the -1 to your weapon skill.
So hitting on 5s.
Yeah, hitting on 6s, mate, actually, because it's -2 still. Because of the -1 to your weapon skill, because of my contagion ability.
Hang on, so you'd technically be doing -3?
Technically, yes.
Sorry, how?
Shooting into combat is -1. He leading the unit gives an additional just a -1 to hit. And their ability of the contagion range is -1 to your weapon skill and ballistic skill, so separate from the hit roll.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks.
No worries, man. I'm here to help, and I'm a fun guy.
You are. It's always so much fun to play against my favourite army.
He hates them with a passion.
I do.
I bet you will get drawn together in this tournament as well.
Oh, I hope not. Okay.
We'll just throw the game and go for a pint.
Yeah. No. We're here to win, remember?
Oh, yeah. True. Okay, so how many shots is this?
So this is going to be with the autocannon starting, hitting on 6s.
Indeed, we are. Wow! Okay. So he's showing up. Any specials for this?
No, so it's strength 7, so it'll be 3 to wound. 4 to wound
because of the silent bodyguard. Okay, so
1 wound, -1.
Ooh. He's made it. Okay, next up.
So 3 shots of the heavy bolts. Oh, no. Sorry, it'll be 6 shots because there's 2 of them.
Whoa, now.
So again, hitting on 6s, but it's sustained hits 1.
Okay, that's what you're looking for anyway. Nada.
God, that'd have been better the other way around.
Yep.
And now the heavy gun, because he hasn't moved, it'll be an additional +1, so it'll be hitting on 5s.
Hey!
Yay!
Obliterator Terminator. Do it.
So it's going to be 3s to wound because of the minus.
Hey! Minus
So
a lot, so
-4.
Invulnerable save. And he's not made it. It is D6 + 6.
For 12!
Oh me my. That one Terminator has been turned into even bigger amounts of sludge over there.
Very happy about that.
Absolutely.
Right, so we're going to go quickly into the Einherjar champ who's going to shoot the Plague Marines for 4 shots.
Indeed he is.
Hitting on, you'll get a -1 because he's within their contagion range, so he's going to be hitting on 3s. Oh no, hitting on 2s because they've got judgment tokens.
Yeah, so that negates it out.
Okay, now it's going to be strength 4 against toughness 5.
Yep.
So 5's to wound.
Not bad, man.
3 wounds, no AP though.
3 AP. Made 2, failed 1. One guy takes 1 wound.
Take that, you bitch.
And I'm going to do it on the nice icon bouquet bearer over there.
Okay, I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to continue with that side of the board, and we're going to go on to the Pioneers.
Yes.
And because they... Oh, can they? Yeah, they're going to have to put their shots into the Plague Marines, aren't they?
Because of the fact that they're on the other side of that building there.
Yeah.
Indeed they are. So, but they are still a charge option for you. So, all of the shots from these guys into the Plague Marines will be back with the wound rolls. After the dust of laser and rotary gun fire clears, 3 Plague Marines got absolutely blotted off the spots. Not bad at all, my friend. Good job.
Certainly was something.
And now on to
The other
course
squad.
number 2, which I assume is the same amount. into
Yes,
these guys
yes,
here.
same, exact same Daka, if they're within 12 inches, that is.
Measure, pass me my patching trowel, boy. One of my favourite Simpsons quotes, that.
So the back one isn't,
Oh.
but that one
Yes.
is, and that one is.
Yes.
So we're going to start with the shotguns, which will be 4 shots. Let's film this one.
Oh, sure.
Let's do this live and uncut. Okay, so this will be hitting on 3s because of the judgment tokens. We've got 3 big hits, and with a +1 to wound against them, we'll be wounding on 3s.
They will indeed.
3
Nice.
wounds.
AP
0.
3s.
But you get no cover save against these guys. So that's
Ooh.
1 wound on that guy. So yeah, you got
The panspectral
scanner. You better believe it. And if you'd had stealth, you wouldn't have got that either.
Ah, yes, so that's another reason why the fly-blown host attachment wouldn't have been a good choice for me.
That's right. Apart from the and that it smells.
Yeah, true. Right.
Okay,
Next up.
so now it's the rotary gun, which has sustained hits 1. Hitting on 3s. 6s are what I want to see. There's a 6, put that back in. We got 5 old hits. So this will be wounding on 2s because it's strength 6 with the +1.
Very
and
nice.
it's -1, so 5 at -1.
3, 4, 5. -1. 4s. I make all bar 1, so that kills the wounded guy. But this is where you're really looking for, isn't it? Because this is the damage 2 weapon.
It is. So this is the magma coil autocannon.
this one.
Hitting on 3s.
That's strength of
7 with a +1 to wound.
2s. Oof.
So 2s.
Eep.
So that is 5 -1.
And this is 2 damage a pop.
It is.
Ooh.
But who cares? That's
2
only 2
more
dead. So I killed 3 again.
Not bad at all. So it gets rid of another bolt gun and another plasma boy here.
Okay, now it's time to have a look at the boys under here, and it will be 10 shots.
Ooh, okay, because they've got the bolters, and the bolters are quite spicy, aren't they? They're -2 or -1?
No, God, no. They were when it was, they brought the army in when they were young and fresh.
What's the strength of their bolters? A 5?
4.
Okay, so it'll be hitting on 3s, winning on 3s. No, winning on 4s. Not bad at all.
Sorry, I'm just
No,
double,
no, that's fine.
just double checking.
You double, triple check. You are like the Santa Claus of gaming, mate. Get that list and check it twice. Let's see who's being naughty or spice.
Oh, I like that.
No, it's all right, mate. It's all right, mate. It's all right, mate. I do have my moments.
It's a hit on 3s.
Whoa! Slow down there, partner.
And 5s to wound. Oh no, 4s to
4s
wound
to
because of
wound.
the plus. Oh, hitting on 3s, it would, yeah.
Yeah, you'd already done it.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
it's all
what I
good.
said.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so 4s to wound. Okay, so we got 4 wounds, no AP.
4 wounds, 3 up saves, and he drops another boy.
I'll take that. That's
That is-
something.
Yeah, that is pretty stinky. Cool, right, so that is basically both squads lost 3 guys.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so that is the end of your shooting phase. Correct,
No, no,
Armando?
no, no, this is
I was
squad.
trying to hopefully ignore that fact that you've still got all of these guys here. And I'm assuming you're going to pay for that sustained hits jobby.
I am, yes.
So-
ancestral sentence. So if they target the predator, I can give them all sustained hits 1 on their weapons.
Which is probably a good idea because it's still my only real big anti-tank damage dealer.
But there is a rhino, and I gave that that's got a judgment token
It
as well.
does. They both actually have a judgment token. And if the rhino goes, well, I'll just be very upset. And you know how much you want to upset
I
me.
could split fire.
And then do both of them.
Yeah, so I'm going to pay 1 CP for the ancestral sentence.
Okay.
And if everyone's wondering why I've got so much CP, it's because I did my objective, and that gave me an extra 3 CP.
Hell yeah, it did. And it's nasty.
It is.
Okay then, so Beanie's going to get a shed load of dice, and we're going to be back with the results for both of these guys over here. A huge amount of Daka was fired at both units, but I had a bet off camera with Beanie that the Predator would die and Tiny Tim my rhino would be the one that lives. Let's check. The predator's still alive. He lost 2 wounds.
2 whole wounds.
Over here, though, Tiny Tim lives! He lost 1 wound, and he's going to regenerate that back at the beginning of his turn. Amazing. Okay, but that's the shooting done. Charge phase. And
yes.
you do have an easy charge going into the barricade that this guy's technically on.
Yeah, but the rhino is the one that needs to die.
Okay, so
they get to re-roll their charges as well.
Okay, so a 9-inch charge up into the rhino. Let's see it. Oh, 7. Oh, Mr. Frodo, Mr. Frodo. Yes! With a 10-inch charge, do you want to do your super smash mortal wounds against him straight away?
Yeah, so on a 2-up.
It's a 2-up, D3 mortal wounds.
It's that might be more. I can't remember because he very rarely gets it.
Tiny Tim, no!
Keep talking, keep talking.
No, Tiny Tim. I loved him like a son. Oh, no, it would be such a shame to see him go.
Yeah, 2 to 5 is D3 mortal wounds.
Come on. Yes, Tiny Tim lives!
Screw you, Tiny Tim. I'm going to punch you so hard in the butt.
It's going to absolutely suck because you are getting right up in there with every single one of your guys. I'll keep you guys as much onto the objective as possible because I know that's probably where you'd rather be. Mm-hmm. Right, so...
and the Iron Here champ over there.
Into the Plague Marines or into the Man Reapers?
I think he's going to just be bold and go into the Plague Marines.
I fight first, remember?
He's not going to be so bold.
And go into the Man Reapers?
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Oh! You ever seen a man roll 2 6s?
I did.
Well, now you have, and it is time for him to do his grav accelerated thrust. So let's see how many hits that he gets in.
Roll another 6, roll another 6, roll another 6.
Please don't, man, please don't. Oh, it's
There's
D3.
5, so it's D3.
4, 2, so it takes one of them down to 1 wound. A pretty devastating charge.
And now the Pioneers.
Oh yeah, and they're going to charge through into the Poxwalkers.
No idea what the distance is.
Ooh,
but a 9's pretty good.
I would say that's in. Let's measure up. Live.
Stick.
Oh, is the stick. They are in. They are in. Beep, beep, beep. Beautiful stuff.
We're adults.
I'll remove this there because I know that you will be taking it from my poor old Poxwalkers. So, let the combat begin. But where?
There. The one that I'm feeling because he's got like a -2 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a -2 to hit with a +1, so he's going to be hitting on 4s.
Yep, it's ridiculous. Hitting on 4s with his big smash hammer going into Typhus and the boys. Hits once, and it is a strong strike. Strength of?
12.
So it'll be
3s.
2s to wound, normally 3s with the Silent Bodyguard. And he has wounded. Good
-2. So
4 up invulnerable, and he has not made it, so that one
D6 +1.
Oh.
Just to see what it is. 7 damage.
Well.
I'm killing to excess, it feels like, against these guys.
Another Terminator bites the big one over there. So, over to the...
Pioneers.
Pioneers going in. Against my poor old Poxwalkers.
See, now this is a weird thing that's happened since they released the Jaegers for the Votann, because they have plasma knives, right?
Oh, right.
And their plasma knives are strength 4 -2, 1 damage. They're basically baby power swords, right?
Sounds good.
Whereas the Pioneers also have plasma knives that are strength 4, no AP, 1 damage.
What?
It's the same weapon.
But somehow worse.
But somehow worse.
Oh, interesting, okay.
Okay, so now hitting on 4s with the 6 attacks.
Were they hitting on 4s normally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's 5s actually in your case because of the -1 to weapon skill.
All right, Poohead.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Strength 4.
Oh, toughness 4? Yeah, 4s.
Okay, good.
Oh, me oh my. Let me just check this. Oh yeah, no save. Oh, but I do have a 6-up feel no pain, I believe. Or maybe
so 2.
Maybe it's a 5-up. Double check in a second. It may be a 5-up. Might be 2 dead. Let's double check.
1 wound right now.
Yep, here it is. Tiny Tim versus the boys. You are at -1 weapon skill, so you're going to be hitting on
3s because of a +1.
Ah, yeah, so it's exactly the same, isn't it? Oh, Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim.
Strength 12, so 3s to wound.
Oh, Tiny Tim, no.
-2.
Oh, Tiny Tim. No.
D6 +1.
No.
4 damage. Does he explode?
Does he explode? Take him with him. Take him with him. Yeah.
Chick.
Deadly demise of how much for a rhino? D3?
I think it's going to be D3, isn't it?
It's cut. Let's see. It is a mighty Death Guard Rhino. Deadly demise D3. Right. Can he take a man with him?
He can.
Yes. Thank you, Tiny Tim. Oh dear, bless you, mate. You tried, but you died. Not bad though. Okay, and then it's time for my fight back. We might as well start with the Poxwalkers then. So I'm gonna get some dice and be right back.
They're going to consolidate over.
Oh,
because I'm on the point.
Smart eggs, mate. Smart eggs.
And I want to get away from all this.
Smart eggs. It's time, baby, for the Poxwalker curse. I've got this many attacks. They're hitting on 5s, but they have lethal hits, and they'll be wounding on 5s as well, thanks to the -1 toughness. So let's see if I can do anything. Wah! 6s. Yes. Glorious 6s. Glorious 6s.
Guys, he tricked me into charging. He kept telling me it was a good idea.
I did nay such thing.
He's lying. That was all he said.
Okay, now this will be winning on 5s. 1 more, 2 more to the pile. So that is a actual hefty 3, 6 wounds from the Poxwalkers, AP 0. What's their save?
4.
There is a chance, boys. There is a chance. There is a chance. Oh.
That's a dead.
Yes. And you know what that means, mate?
Yeah.
When a dead boy comes, he comes as a Poxwalker. Ooh. Love it. And I think I've still got control of that now.
I do as well, which is
annoying and frustrating. Okay, so we now move over to the other combat, which is Typhus and the boys. Now, Typhus himself is going to say, hey now, whoa now, hey now, hey now, whoa now, hey now. He's going to attack with 5 attacks into your champion, and then the rest of them are... You know what? Him and 1 Terminator is going to go into the champ, and the others, when they consolidate in, are just going to go straight into the Hecaton because that's all they can actually hit. So Typhus is first. 2s, lethals are great. 1 lethal, dropped 1. What a legend. Then it's going to be...
Toughness 6.
So 2 more wounds coming in at -2. It's going to be a 4-up anyway, isn't it? 4-up and vulnerable. Okay, he's very dead. Very dead, but will he get back up with his Artificer thing? This is what I was hoping.
Roll a 1.
It's a 2! Yeah! He's finally back in the game,
so he
boys.
moves out of engagement range.
And I'm going to eat a plague his ass in the next round, man. Is he back on full wounds? Or
Yeah, full wounds.
Damn, man, that's really good. But while you do that, I'm going to go into the other combat, which is 3 lots of Terminators into the Hecaton, and I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Why? What's going to happen? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, he's got a plan. He's got a little scheme.
I don't.
And he has 4 saves, -2 for the Hecatu Lanfu. Ooh, -2 would actually save all bar 1 of them. Damn it. So that's only 2 more damage. He's
still
still
13.
13, so many wounds to get through. But I've locked him down. He's there, and it's going into my turn. That is the end of the combat over here, and the end of Beanie's turn. A significant pushback once more, removing key elements from the board. But now we move into my turn 3. My contagion range is now 9 inches, but it's actually 12 inches for this group because of the character leading them. So everyone is feeling a bit wheezy and sniffly. Yeah. So let's move into my turn 3. Give yourself a CP, Bean. Oh, actually, roll me a D6, because this is for multi-ball. Oh, so Beanie's got multi-ball again. So I'm going to really have to push to take that off of him in this turn. And what else do we need to do? Absolutely nothing else apart from score, which is 1, 2, because I definitely still hold that.
So I've got 6. I've got 4 there. If you got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boys.
So you are holding
3 in total, 4 in total.
But you've only got 5 here, and I'm contesting with 5 there.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I've got this one over here. So 1, 2, 3 in total. So that's going to put me on the big fat 15. Nice.
You are running away with it.
Okay, my friends, turn 3 is kicking off, and I think I've got a plan. I've pushed the boys and the rhino up here, each to go against their respective real tough nuts that they've got to crack there. The rhino glaring down at the pioneers like, I'm going to get you. But he also has the assistance from the predator.
Oh, right, I thought he was just going to tank shock them to death.
Over here, the squad has moved up, so I've got 3 of my plague spewers right in range of the Terminators. The rest of them, they're going to offer supporting fire against the champion over here. And the spewers and all of that jazz are just going to go into the Hecaton Land Fortress to try and whittle it down.
They're in combat, they can't shoot.
Pistols. They count as pistols.
Oh, wankers.
I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so we're going to move now straight into the shooting phase because everything else is staying put. And we are just going to go in with the plague spewers from this group first with everything else. You know what, actually? Shoot at what you can kill. That's what my dad taught me. everything's going into the...
That does make him a terrible father for
Yeah,
telling you
yeah,
that.
it's horrible. He's going to fire everything into this group of Terminators, apart from the Blight Grenades that are going to go behind into the Ironhead Champion. So, it is going to be 2 Squirty Poos first, auto-hitting for... Ooh, 12. Ooh, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Come on, baby hands. 12.
So you're going to be wounding on 5s.
5, 6, 7,
I don't know.
9, 10, 11, 12. Now,
It's strength 5, isn't it?
it's anti-infantry 2.
Oh, yeah, you... Oh,
Yeah.
good lord.
Yeah. Anti-infantry 2, and that is all bar 1. So 11 saves to make at -1, my friend.
I love death, God.
Do. So, 3 up saves. Pretty healthy, man. Only
Dead man
3.
and a vet.
Not bad at all. So that was the first one. Then it is the second spewer from the character, who spews only for 1. He is anti-infantry. He wounds -2 for this one, so it'll be a 1 save of 4 up, my friend. You have made it. No damage there. Then it is the 2 Blight launchers that are coming in thick and fast. Lethals on 5s. It is only 1 hit and it's the only lethal. -1, 2 damage pop.
3s.
Ooh, beautiful stuff. Then it is the plasma gun, the singular one, because of the fact that
His friend died.
his friend died horribly. 1 shot. It's a lethal minus whatever the basic
3.
one is. So yeah,
So this will be on a 5 up.
here we go. Oh, it's a 6. Oh my God, they're holding
luck
on.
ins, mate.
They're holding on. So I've done the blights there, I've done that. So it's only the 1 Plague Bolter coming in now. 1 lethal hit on that guy, AP 0.
Okay, 2s.
Damn, man, they weathered the storm quite well on that one.
It's
and
about ruddy time something of mine weathered a storm.
And then the Hyper Blight Grenades are going to go backwards into the Ironhead Champion for 3.
Respectable 3.
Hit wounding on, hitting on that. So it's going to be 2 hits, 1 lethal. And it's strength 6, your toughness 6.
6,
so
yes, of
4.
course.
1 coming in, 2 in total, -2, 2 damage, I believe.
Who's this coming from?
Ironhead Champion, and it's going from this guy over here.
Okay, so no cover.
Nay cover,
So
bro.
4 ups.
Ooh, 2 damage a pop.
Okay, so he is down to a mighty. Ooh, I might CP one of them.
Yeah, sure. CP, he's failed that
Failed
one.
it.
Onto 1.
So he's on 1 wound and
Again.
he can't pick himself up again.
Yes,
He is not Chumbawamba.
Now
He
this is
doesn't have that power.
Oh, Typhus is such a dick as well about this because he could just
But
eat
you're
a
in
plague
combat,
it.
aren't you?
It just says shooting. It's like, it's not a weapon, it's just you pick a unit. Yeah, it's real fun and interactive. And
I'm going to stank face you now.
I know, it doesn't feel good. I'll have to do it, but I might blow my brains up. So he's going to pick him. He doesn't blow his brains up. He's immediately dead, but for 2 mortal wounds, so he kills him there. Look at his stank face. He's not happy about this. I don't feel good about it either. That's really uninteractive, that is, but...
We're friends. I invite him over.
I know,
I offered him a beer. He said no.
I know. I've already started the damage there with that. Right, okay, so we're now going to move into the Predator that's going to, why not, fire into the Hearthkin Pioneers up here. 1 shot from the top, hitting on 3s. It's a big hit. Wounding you on your -1 toughness, and it's a lot, so it might be wounding you on 2s.
The toughness 6 down to 5.
Yeah, and strength 14. So it's 2 re-rolling, thank God it is, because that was the 1. It's -3.
No save. Oh, no, with cover lines.
6s.
Yeah, easy. Damn!
He missed the tray. Try again. 5. D6 plus 1. 4. 4.
Okay, so I'm going to put that on that guy.
Okay, so he's gone, and then the other 2 random las cannons coming in, hitting on 3s. No lethal on this one. Ooh, no wound either. No.
But the blotter.
Havoc launcher for 6 shots. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Hit on 3s. Only dropping 2. Then this is going to be strength not as high as your toughness.
So it'll be 4s because there's the -1 against them, and this strength 5 is a havoc launcher.
Well, in that case, then enjoy 4 wounds at AP 0.
I will.
Enjoy them. Take them on the chin.
Yums.
So another
That's 2 wounds.
And then the Plague Bolter that they have on here. 2 shots. 2 hits. 1 wound. AP 0. And he has shrugged that one off. Not bad at all. Okay, so we might as well carry on the fun with the heavy bolter, havoc launcher, whatever, from the Rhino. So it's the plague bolter. Wow, this guy really doesn't want to hit. Havoc launcher. 2 shots. 1 hit.
Yes. Force a wound.
It's a wound. Could it do the damage that needs to be done?
Yes.
Yes, he made the charge so much harder for himself.
I know.
Then it's time for the group of Plague Marines over here. We have 1 Plague Spewer. We have, this isn't the one that's WYSIWYG, but...
So do they count in cover because they're stood in rubble?
Do indeed. But the Plague Spewer removeth this. So 1 Plague Spewer coming in hot for 5 auto
Oh, that's
hits.
enough to kill the whole lot of them.
3, 4, 5. Anti-infantry 2 up.
No.
All of them. -1. 5 wounds to save. 5 ups.
Yeah. 1 lives.
Medipack. Not in that group, it's in the other one. Yeah, okay, so that is 4 of them dead. Then it is time for some Plague Blotters coming in. The Heavy Blights coming in, hitting on 3s. All hits. Strength 6, be wounding on 3s. 2 wounds coming in at -1, but you will get cover from this. So 2 4-ups.
Oh, thank you. You're generous.
I'm a generous god, yes, indeed. And that's him gone. The gravy is made. The bones are in the broth. Okay, so that is all of my shooting. Or is it? I'm going to do all of the Plague Spewer gauntlets into the Hecaton and be back with the wounds. Okay, I've got 3 wounds with the Plague Spurters. And no damage done there. Right, so that is all of my shooting done. It is time for some charging. It's time for some fighting. And also, I forgot, this is mine stickied now because of the fact I started on it, even though I do have 2 grudgement tokens. So... charge of the Rhino. The Rhino's going to charge.
It's like the charge of the Valkyrie.
Yeah, but slightly less impressive. So he's going in there.
Oh yeah.
11 in charge. Amazing. The boys may also try and charge the Pioneer because they get up the board and then that's great for them. So, do they end there with a 7? Probably not.
I would say no.
I would say no too.
But we may be underestimating what 7 inches is like.
Yeah, that's very true, very true.
No, we weren't. We were right.
Now, over here, do I have anyone within range now to shoot? Because the Plague Spewers... Come on, boys.
What do you mean to shoot? You've shot already.
Sorry, I mean to charge. I mean to charge.
I was going to say, don't do it again.
I think I might need boxcars to get in. Boxcars?
No, it's 11.
Oh, 11 is charge.
Way easier.
Let's go! No, and I'm not going to spend a
CP
CP for it. No, surprisingly, I'm not going to do that. So we now go into the combat phase where you actually get to fight with the Hecaton before my Terminators, which is annoying.
No, I think I'll be doing that here.
Okay, fine, right, do it over there. Go on then, mate. And then we'll do the Rhino and the real charge over there at the end of things.
Okay, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Indeed. Damn it.
3 big hits.
Will they hit on 4s normally?
Oh, it'd be 5, so
no, yeah, 1 hit.
Okay, now force a wound.
Oh no, here it is. 5 up, feel no pain. He survived. And now it's going to be 20 attacks back into them, which look a little like... Thanks to the lethal hits, 10 of these improvised and crude weapons found their mark. 10 4-up saves. He is very happy about this. That might should be the squad dead, because one was on 2 wounds.
Dead. Yeah, they're gone.
Yep, so the Pioneers have actually been pied off by the Poxwalkers. Amazing. Amazing, boys.
Well, just finish your combat and we may be having a discussion about how this game has gone.
Okay, so...
I don't think I'm going to King of the North.
I think it's Hecaton.
They've got a judgment token on them now, because I know it's really relevant now.
Amazing. But the real thing here is the Hecaton going into Typhus and the boys. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So, you fight first, my friend. Defender fights first.
Ooh.
6 attacks with the Hecaton, hitting on a casual 6.
Easy. Underhand roll.
No. Okay, right. So the Man Reapers, they start getting their scythes ready, and I'll be back with the wounds. This has gone first with 2 wounds.
It's the patented underhand roll.
There we go. Hey, not bad. Okay, so we survived Typhus's wrath, and now it is time for the rest of the boys. So all of the Man Reapers managed to find some of the marks. They managed to hit the broadside of a barn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus 2. So 8 4-ups. 2 damage apiece.
Patented underhand roll.
Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible.
He's dead.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 wounds gone.
I don't think I shouldn't have patented this
No,
wrong.
that was a very bad patent. Oh, I thought he was going to take him down with him, but the Hecaton is out of there, meaning that there is just one Pioneer over here and a group of Terminators, and it is my Rhino's turn to fight.
So I'm going to let you beat up my Pioneer, and I think this might be a concede.
Absolutely fair enough. Let's just see if the Rhino's got the stuff.
Tank
Come on,
shock?
Big Tim. It's not enough to kill him, but 2 wounds have found their mark. Let's see it. Oh, he does 1 wound to him. The Pioneer will be able to fight back, if you want to.
Yeah, easy. Right, he's got a special plasma.
Yeah, here we go. Hits on 2s. Still failed one. I'm letting him know. No, roll that 2. Yeah, there we go. Right, cool. So we have done...
And now... I'm running off the board.
He flees.
Teleports out of there.
Yes, I think that the Death Guard here have managed to pull off quite a stinky victory here. This is, if I'm being honest, Beanie, my least favourite way to play 40k. Building a list that is basically just spamming one type of thing, going onto it, and then trying to basically outgun and outgame your opponent with, let's just see how much cheese you can fit into a list. I personally don't like it.
It worked.
But it worked, and maybe it will work for me if I take it to King in the North. However, as we were discussing off camera, there's plenty of new detachments floating around, and plenty of them are very smelly indeed.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how badly my list did there.
I think that I was lucky enough to make the charge with Typhus to tie up the Hecaton. The minuses being stacked on top of one another really do hamper the damage there. Taking a 4-up base shooting army and keeping them at 4s or 5s with the -1 to the weapon skill and ballistic skill is a pretty harsh, hard counter. If I brought my Orc tactical list that I did last week against you, you would have been absolutely
I think I would have decimated your Orcs.
Because I just don't have the staying power, but that's what Nurgle gives. Lots of staying power, and in this detachment, the sticky objectives, they carried me. Absolutely carried me through this. So that's been our test of our King in the North lists. We will probably make tweaks to them. I'm thinking that I may actually drop the Poxwalkers and instead, for the same price, take Tallyman. And because at the beginning of your command phase, you roll 2d6, and on a 7-up, it gives you 1 CP.
I don't know, man.
They were good. They were very
sat
good.
at the back. They were a swamp.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that I could replace is I could replace one of the 10-man squads of Hearthkin for a squad of Jaegers.
Yeah.
But then I've just got 10 points floating around that I have no use for.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think this is the best I can literally do with the models I have.
Indeed, indeed. But that has been our test game here. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments section below. A victory for the Death Guard. But will that mean anything, diddly squat or not, when it comes to King of the North, which we will be at? And if you're there in the UK at the end of January, let us know. Say hi to us. It'd be great to meet more wargaming people, especially if you're nice. So, if you want to follow us on the social medias, in the meantime, you can follow Beanie K over on Instagram at
Beanie40k and at Blue Sky, where I don't post anything.
Yes, that's right.
So follow me.
And you can follow me over on Blue Sky at RetroJ, but the O is a 0, and Instagram, where I don't post anything, which is over there. Indeed. But that's been it from us today. Hope you have a great time, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.